So you just walked us through the analytics agent. The next thing is, can you help show us from scratch how we would
Yep.
build an agent together?
That sounds great. Now I'm going to create a LinkedIn post generator. Okay.
All right.
I have to create a lot of LinkedIn posts. I have a custom GPT, but I do think that this is like a new agent where it would be a lot easier if I just fed it a bunch of content. And so I'll show you the way that I think about doing this. So all you do is go into agents, you manage your agent configurations, and then I'm going to create a new agent. So this is literally just walking me through this, and then I'm going to give it access to the whole project. You can give it less access, but I'm just going to give it access to the whole project. And then I'm going to use Claude to generate that agent. And I want it to write a LinkedIn post and generate a meme image using OpenAI image gen model.
Maybe we should throw in there not to use an M dash so it doesn't give you away.
There you go. Don't use an M dash. Is that how you? Yeah, probably. Close enough. Is it M dash or is it M dash dash? I'm not sure. And then let's also reference the materials I'm going to give you for what makes a great LinkedIn post. I'm also going to give you my best performing posts.
Nice.
Okay, so that's what I give it. And then what it's going to do is generate the agent. And then I'm going to point it to, I kind of like grab some data to begin with. We'll get there in a second. It takes its time.
But at least it has fun verbs to let you watch along.
I know. Doesn't it make you feel so good? I like that it has personality. I feel more connected to it.
And if you guys really hate it, just use Codex.
Well, I think Codex has like a time and a place. Okay, so I'm going to create that and give it. I've been using Sonnet for these types of tasks. I think it does pretty well. And then we will let's make it blue because LinkedIn's blue. And then, so this is basically what it generated. You are an expert in LinkedIn content strategy, social media, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll show you like the full version of this. So it just created this file. So it created this file that is a markdown file. It's telling you what to do. You want to analyze reference materials. So you're going to see I'm going to point it at those reference materials, craft a compelling post, and then it's going to generate a complementary meme image. Let's see if it works.
Can I show everybody something cool, which I don't
Yeah.
know if you know about yet? So if you two-finger click on the markdown file in the left, you can actually open preview. So like kind of like right-click
Okay.
on the markdown file name in the left bar.
This one?
Yeah, if you go all the way to the left, like where it appears in the file.
Oh, yeah.
And then two-finger click or right-click on it,
Uh-huh.
and then open
Oh.
preview.
Oh, I didn't know about this. This is exciting.
It's exciting, eh?
I love that.
Yeah.
Cool. This is a lot easier to read, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great way to work with Markdown in Cursor.
Yeah, thank you for showing me that. That was like a life-changing thing you just showed me.
And we just got a life-changing agent that you showed us. So
Cool. So let's see if
this
it
is-
works. Should we try this?
yeah, let's test it.
Okay. So now I'm going to close this. We're going to go back to our agent. And the other thing that I'm going to do is basically like escape out of this. I am going to upload a directory of stuff. So I have like a few different posts that I pulled down. And then I also I like Tom Orbach and his content about how to write viral LinkedIn posts.
Nice.
And then I had like a couple of other posts that like did really well, like I like writing Southwest, and I wrote a post about that, And so that's more or less what I'm going to feed it. I'm just going to upload all of these, and I'm going to tell it, let's see, add these to my reference materials and point this agent at these materials. And so then I'm going to like reference this agent. Update the agent. It probably will do that anyways, but
And for people who that went by too fast, you literally just drag files into
I literally just dragged files.
It's so easy.
It's super easy. And I think that's part people don't understand with Terminal is that it is like a very rich interface. Then I think what I'm also enjoying is like the improvements to the IDE as well. Like what you just showed me with Cursor. I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that all the time. And now I can like go and preview that. I'm like, how cool is that? So I think that there's so much innovation that's happening in the terminal and with the CLIs, with the command line interface. And then there's so much innovation that's happening just in the, I may have gotten too ambitious there.
That's okay.
Let's see, I think it actually did update it. Here we go, LinkedIn reference. So it successfully created it, not updated. Here. I'm gonna try re-uploading this because I think it only, I see it. I see what happens. It did not. Here, I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to pull them in one by one because I think that's what happened because I didn't like zip it up.
Yeah, I think it prefers that sometimes. I was actually surprised that it took all of them.
Yeah, I was surprised too. And then it didn't. All right, let's see. That's the thing. I feel like it's very, you just have to sort of be paying attention and be like, did that work? Nope.
So let's pretend you just pulled those in. And so you can just say, all right, so I've just pulled the files in and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. We'll let it. Okay, there we go. So I've just pulled in those files and you can see that they're all accessible here. And now what we're going to do is check and see, did you update the A2 reference? So now I'm going to allow edits during that to reference the LinkedIn reference files, just to double check. So I think it's updated it right here. So now I'm making the edit. Yeah, so now I can see that post creator is critical. It's actually analyzing and using all those reference materials that I created, right? So it looks like that happened. So I'm gonna go, should we try creating a post now?
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. What's something snappy? Let's see. I think
maybe I should do something about being a working parent on Halloween.
I like that. It is Halloween. Sure. Let's just give it something really simple. Something fun. Halloween. Let's see what it does.
Is it going to be smart enough to re-engineer what made your Southwest post go viral is the test here.
That's the big question. All right, so it did pick up that I wanted to create a LinkedIn post, right? I didn't tell it actually. It had enough context from this previous thread, but it is using that agent, which is cool. Okay, so let's see. This is not a bad post. Lower your standards. It's funny.
I think this is a good post.
This is a pretty good post. I might post this.
This clearly is learning something from the context we provided.
Yeah.
It's not just if you had typed that into regular Claude, you would get that answer.
Yeah. So I think that's, and then let's see, did it actually, yes, let's generate that meme image.
And so now here we told it to go through the chat GPT image model. So just to enable it for that, at some point you've probably given Claude your OpenAI API
Exactly.
key.
I gave it my OpenAI key, and let's see if it's actually good at generating images. So we spend a lot of time, my wife and I, thinking about how to generate images for her company shirts. I think it's like ChatGPT is very good at generating images without a reference image. Let's see. Use ChatGPT with DAL. And I think that's the one thing I would say about, let's see, so basically a lot of building an agent is trying it out and then going and adjusting what you want the agent to do. And usually after using it 3 or 4 times, you can kind of have it dialed in. I've used the podcast prep one 3 or 4 times. And now I've got it dialed in and how I want it to do prep for me. Yeah,
the mistake is to assume that this first version is the final version. Just assume that's step 1 of 4. You're going to have to dial in most of these agents, especially if you're going to have drafting your emails or something very critical like we showed earlier.
Exactly. Like with the email agent, as well as the calendar agent and analytics, I have kind of gone through and continually updated those agents as I've seen it make mistakes. And now I have it working in a way that, is to my liking, but I'm still constantly kind of tweaking it. And when a new model comes out, I can see that it is able to do different things. So the analytics one is a perfect example. Previously, I, number one, did not have all the context from DBT, so I wasn't able to pass that in. I've been using the analytics agent for several months. And then once we got DBT stood up and our models really well documented, I was able to go and actually start querying Snowflake much more effectively. But then when Sonnet 4.5 came out, it was able to actually, it kind of managed tool call much better. And then it also is able to run a much longer agentic task. So you kind of, and I would say maybe that's a good segue into talking about building products that are AI native as well.
I hope you enjoyed that short clip. You can check out the full episode here.